My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to the Frozen Throne. Alright, I've a Murloc Paladin over here. Let's just have a little play around with how the this deck works. See if we come up with any better ideas for how to verse the Lich King as Paladin.
Versus the Lich King.
I have a feeling we've already spiked the difficulty with fighting the mage.
I will.
Oh, okay.
Will be legendary. Your rank will not.
Argent Squire is not gonna be good. Give my opponent rather, 1/1 with Divine Shield. Also, why am I running Argent Squire in this deck? Fine, I guess I'm doomed to play it. Why am I running Argent Squire in this deck when we have Righteous Protector, 1/1 Taunt Divine Shield for 1 mana?
Will protect you.
No! This is exactly the opening that I didn't want. This is the only opening that Hydrologist is actually really weak against. Please just attack my face. Competitive Spirit, actually. I should have attacked the face with 1/1 there, I guess. Face, 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 face! Fuck you. We need to reconsider our early game minions. Because that was never going to work. Alright, I haven't played that deck in a while. It's actually standard for the previous generation of cards. So let's have a look. Argent, Murloc Patches, Valfin. This is a Curator deck, okay. And the Curator brings out Gentle Megasaur. I don't have any dragons in this deck, so it just brings out a dragon. The Megasaur and a Murloc. That's not horrible. There's a base of this deck that we can work with. What's super strong? Buffing our minions. Because if we have a super weak minion that we've buffed the ever-loving shite out of, our opponent will kill it, it'll die, it'll go on their side of the field, but it won't be buffed. So minions that take buff wells, or minions that take buffs well, hand buff. It's a hand buff deck. You take a buff really well, but I also don't want to give my opponent a 1/1 Taunt Divine Shield. Primal Vin Champion, I wish I had a second of you for this. I think it might be like a really fast hand buff Murloc deck. The problem with using Equality to clear through the second phase is if I Equality and I Equality my own minions, I'm super vulnerable to Blizzard afterwards. And if I get Blizzarded, I'll just immediately lose the game. But also, it's not super likely that I manage to work him down before the end of the first phase. So I think I need Equality Consecrates in my deck. Divine Favor. Is my opponent ever higher on health than me? Sorry, on cards in hand. I'm not sure. Chillblade? Chillblade takes a buff really well. Yeah, and its effect is from the chart. Yeah, okay, it's good. There's some buffs. Grime Street. Spike Ridge Steed. It's a good buff. can't give him Tyrion. Alright, I'm missing 3s. Your opponent always has too many cards in the second phase, right? So, giving them the ability to draw more cards in that second phase isn't going to harm me. Then I'm looking for Murloc. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay. We could turn this hardcore. Anytime they take one of our Murlocs, we just have the Hungry Crab to take it out. If we take out the high end of this deck... We use Divine Favor for refueling. We take out Primal Fin because we've taken out all of our buffs. We take out the Smugglers and the Mean Street, and now we're actually going all Murloc deck. Because we build the counter to the things that we give them. So we also want... We don't want to give users with Taunt. We do want the double Murloc Scout. Blowgill Sniper is going to be really good. Rockpool Hunter is going to be really good. Cold Light Seer will try and guarantee that we don't lose ours. Gentle Megasoul will be the high end of our deck. Corrupted Seer won't be used in many occasions because by the time that we get to that point in the end of the game, we've already lost. Okay, we're looking for 3s and down. Lifesteal isn't going to be important, though. I think it's Cold Light. So basically, the idea here is Grimscale turn 1, my opponent doesn't do much. We develop something like, I don't know, Rockpool Hunter on top of it. It can trade. No, we don't want to use Grimscale turn 1. Or at the very least, we don't want our opponent to trade. Our Hungry Crab is our counter to the things that they can do to us. Zubot would actually be fine in this deck because of the Hungry Crabs. Let's try this as it is. It's not going to be named Custom Paladin 2. It's going to be called Murloc Din. As per natural. If this isn't fast enough to take them down in the early game, I think it can do that. I think it can be fast enough to do that. Primarily from a Gentle Megasaur hitting +3 attack on all of my minions.
The Lich King!
Or hitting Wind Fury on particularly buffed minions.
I will fight with honor.
Your deck. It looks like a plea for help.
The victory is...
That is not my deck. I selected the wrong deck. I don't remember putting Vilefin or Stonehill Defender in this one. Although I should have put Vilefin in. Alright, Murlocodon. God! There's cards outside of standard. Old Murkeye could have been in this deck. That would be a perfect finisher. I bollocksed up, friends. I bollocksed it. We'll see if this works regardless.
Versus the Lich King! I will fight with honor.
You call that wretched pile of cards a deck?
See, the problem is if my opponent does develop someone turn 1, we're in trouble, boss. The ride is about to break down. Unless it's Glacial Shard. Don't coin. Don't do it. Thank you. No, it's still this. Because my 3 mana play can be Hydrologist, the secret I discover from Hydrologist.
Spirits, I will guide you.
Oh, that's fucking perfect. I don't want to give my opponent more options. Because at the moment, my options are fine. Here we go, time to be unkillable.
You shuffle those cards without feeling sorry for yourself.
Joke's on you, motherfucker. I always feel sorry for myself. What up? Lame. See, next turn can be Blowgill plus Cold Light, so I actually do want to go play on curve right now.
Winter is here, and it's cold.
Draw first. Didn't I take my hand buff cards out of this deck? I had more space. Blowgill kills this, I can attack across, and then there's a bunch of... Okay, cool. I don't know if my opponents used their coin yet, and if they haven't and then they blizzard me, I am sad. They didn't, though. He's rolling Murlocs. I mean, that's one way to do it. Okay, 32 health. Damage on board, depending where this attack goes. I'm afraid we may have just got stunted on, folks. Now, how I'm going to remove these? I was hoping to have killed them by this point in time. I guess if I had a Murloc War Leader, it actually would have been a reasonable, fair chance for me to have done that already. But I don't. Oh, fuck me to death. If this gives me poisonous... Wind Fury doesn't do it. I mean, it's helpful, but it doesn't. Right. Let's try and keep them all alive. Unfortunately, their ordering was fucking genius. Alright. Let's Grime Street right now. The 3 is pretty obvious. Go straight across. I don't want them to take the 5 until their turn. I can just attack across. No, I can't. Okay, I'll be 1 damage short. Unless I use the Chill Blade. But if I use the Chill Blade, I can't use the Rockpool Hunter, which is the other reason that I can kill a 2-3. Okay, cool. Guess I could use a Bluegill, but that's some of my burst damage from hand. In fact, I should leave all of my burst damage from hand intact, if at all possible. That was dumb. Made an attack I didn't need to. He'll get the Chillblade champion in his turn if I attack across and then he attacks into it. So I don't want that to happen.
Reporting for duty.
Not hitting +3 attack or Wind Fury the first time, and oh, that's gonna be most of my board clear. I'm dead. I am very deceased, aren't I? Well, in one manner of speaking, my board is very clear, so it wasn't misspoken at all. All right, I think with a Murloc War Leader coming out just a tiny, teeny bit about 5 turns earlier, we might be on a reasonable track here.
I will fight with honor.
Your suffering will be legendary. Your rank will not.
Yeah, no, that doesn't roll in the same way that I want. I want something closer to the 1-2 Tidecaller. There we go. Oh, Glacial Shard. Glacial Shard me, motherfucker. Glacial Shard me one more goddamn time. I dare you. I double dare you. Yeah, you wouldn't. Alright,
Accidents. They happen, you know.
uh-oh.
Winter is here, and it's cold.
I mean, I can kill it, but it kills me in return. I wonder if he'll go for the 1-1. Never mind. Game is lame and I hate myself. Yeah, my opponent now has a really effective Murloc deck. We haven't even got our anti-Murloc cards. This is already way out of control. So really early obliterates fucking suck for us. Grime Street Outfitter does not work in this deck. It needs to be removed. I was trying to remove all of my hand buff cards, but I clearly missed one.
I will fight with honor.
Cold Light Seer is amazing, but I can't rely on it until I have my opening set.
Plea for help.
Give myself one chance to top deck what I need. No, thank you.
Job's done.
If I'm gonna win this, I'm gonna need a reasonable opening draw. I don't need the nut. I just need a good opening draw. I'm talking a turn 1, 2, and 3 play.
The Lich King.
Which, to be fair, isn't too much to ask for in a deck that is only made of 1, 2, 3, and 4 mana cards. Come on.
Is it truly righteousness that drives you? I wonder.
Alright, we'll see if we top deck what we need. Double Murloc War Leader could have been great if I had some cards to go along with it. But without being able to control the board in the early game, I won't be able to control the board in the later game because my opponent will keep taking my minions. Come on.
King. I will fight with
Grimscale Chum probably needs to be removed from this deck as well, actually.
Wretched pile of cards. A deck.
No, this can't work. Yeah. Alright. Let me give this a couple more times and then I'll try and refactor the deck. I guess Finja would be
Uther versus
fine.
The Lich King.
Just try and repopulate my deck really quickly, I guess.
I will fight with honor.
Hydraulis is actually really good in the early game here, but I can't play
Of you.
it without already having a 1-drop. Because it doesn't contest the board correctly. I guess I'm fine to have Hungry Crab if I get a 1-drop. Bow, bow. Yikes.
Uther versus the Lich King.
Come on. I put a lot of these cards in my deck and I'm not drawing any of them.
Fight with honor.
Is it truly?
So what do the Grime Street outfitters become? High health, low attack, mean fucking Valfin. They become Valfin. Definitely. Alright. We're gonna concede. I'm gonna replace the Grime Fits. I'm gonna replace the... Sorry, Grim Street outfitters. And the Chum Murlocs. Murlocodon, beautiful. Grimskull Chum. Grimskull Oracle is good, but it's a later game card. Grimskull Hunger Crab is a really good counter card. Blowgill and Bluegill are both really, really, really good. Double Grime Street needs to be lost. Cool. Convert to Wild. Search Murloc. I could do anything happen. Anything can happen. No, I've got a new hero power anyway. Old Murkai. Ninja. Anything can happen. I guess I'd like double remove Chillblade. See, the problem with putting anything can happen in this deck is it doesn't fit. Okay, so if you're wondering the actual problem with putting anything can happen in this deck is it's playable on turn 10, right? But I will have gone through so many small Murlocs by that point.
Deck is only for white.
Right. I will have gone through so many small Murlocs by that point that it actually won't be powerful. What you're looking for when you're playing anything can happen is Bluegill, Bluegill, and like 2 War Leaders or something like that, right? You want to manipulate the board so you get all of the charges and all of the buffers.
Uther versus the Lich King. I will fight with honor.
Much better draw.
Anguished cries will be a testament to my legend-level play.
But that's the best draw. Yes. All right.
Well met.
Don't fucking coin anything out on me. I will be a mad dude. Be nice.
I see you.
Nothing is vulnerable to you right now. Ooh. If I call that Oracle, I can try and dig for the card that'll let me keep all of my minions healthy. I think we do that then.
Winter is here, and it's cold.
That's the only way I don't lose a minion this turn.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
We have to lose a minion this turn, right? No, we don't. We don't. It's Murloc, War Leader, and Rockpool Hunter. Yeah, this is the kind of draw we really wanted. Slight refactor of the deck and we are on top of things. That's it. That's it. That's what we wanted. Do we have lethally if I just, like, attack, low attack, 10, 10, 4, 4? We're one short if we do that. Alright. We should have done that, actually. So the reason we should have done that and set him to 1 health is because then if he uses all of his mana for the Blizzard, sure, he clears most of my board and freezes the rest of it, but Bluegill Warrior to the face would kill him, or even just Blowgill Sniper. As it stands...
I see only darkness before me.
Thank you for the congratulations.
Always be a Lich King.
Ooh. Thrall definitely looked the best in their Lich form so far. Uther of the Eben Blade. The once noble Paladin embraced his new destiny. Those who lived a worthy life would have nothing to fear. But in death, the wicked would face his judgment. That doesn't actually sound as cruel and horrible as the rest of them. In fact, it sounds almost good. Alright, with 3 left. Hunter. Warlock Warrior. Okay, I don't really have pre-built decks for any of those. I mean, like, I've got Weaponsmith aggro, right? But, fuck, I'll play my aggro deck against you. I think I just played this to finish a pirate quest or something. Actually, I have a pirate quest one over on the other side. What was this for?
Versus the Lich King.
Yeah, super aggro. Look at that fucking Bloodhoof Brave. Couldn't be more aggro.
Will be legendary. Your rank will not.
Oh, this is a Whirlwind effect deck. This could do okay.
Warrior, you will make a marvelous death knight once I have broken you.
Okay. Casual Hundero armor. Don't mind if you do.
It's time for a little blood.
I mean, how much does that actually change the way I play? I'm feeling a strong nil to Bubkiss on that. I don't even remember what cards are in this deck, so I can't imagine this is the deck I'm using. Or rather, the deck that I will be using overall.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Was wondering if I had one of those good frothy boys in my deck. Would have to. It's a Whirlwind Synergy deck. I don't even know if I have Blood Razor in this deck, so how good of a Whirlwind Synergy deck it is, that's anyone's choice. Unless you think that it's going to be a good one. In that case, you are just explicitly wrong. The minions you summon next turn won't actually affect anything. I can't keep this boy alive. What stats match up well against the things I'm going to be facing? None of these, actually. Just summon more minions. Try and give myself the ability to deal with more broad results. Good lord. I went hardcore with the theming on this deck. Yeah, I only just realized that it's about to dunk on my 13-1 with no comeback. Alright. I already know what I have to do with this deck. It is going to be a Whirlwind Synergy deck, but it's going to be a revival of a Whirlwind Synergy deck that used to exist very, very, very long ago before the... What was the name again? Warsong Commander got nerfed into the ground. This, of course... I've been talking about it over the time, and that is to say that... I've been saying constantly, we need infinite value generators and things like this, especially when the enemy is going to have 100 more armor. It's 160 HP total. We're going to need infinite value generation. So where do we get that from? Okay, hang on. Let's go with the core elements of it first before I start adding in things like Animated Berserker. Double Battle Rage. I don't know if Whirlwind is used heavily in deck like this anymore. Yeah? I could use Dead Man's Hand to protect myself against fatigue. I guess the Fiery War Axe is still pretty good just for preventing horrible occurrences in the opening. Rampage is also pretty good so that I can have minions stick around for just a wee bit longer. Double Frothing, double Ravaging. Yeah, I guess double Blood Razor does go in this deck. Double Brawl. Yeah. I just have to time when I use it. Tar Lord, 6 attack. I mean, if I put down the Tar Lord after my opponent has put down the Frostmourne, it'll take a Frostmourne hit, as well as a hit from three of the minions, and it'll set them to 1 health. That's actually pretty significant. Double Tar Lord would actually clear out those waves. How far are we? Okay. And then the other thing we are looking for is Grim? Does that card not exist anymore? Oh, no. Wow, it was moved out. Oh, hang on. Grim. I didn't even know it was rotated. Also, this means we have so many more options. Forge of Souls? No. How am I going to kill the board? Like, there's a bunch of Whirlwind effects and Sleep with the Fishes. That's a way to clear the board. Bash in the early game. See, I don't really want to pay my cards to clear the board. I want to kind of clear the board a lot more free than that. I don't think I get a lot more free than that, do I? That's not even going to be good in the later game. Yeah, these become unmanageable in the later game. Okay, let's start looking at the kind of legendaries that'll be pulling the deck together in the high end. Specifically, Kel'Thuzad. I think that straight up is it. Really? I have no death rattles. I'm not doing a N'Zoth deck or anything like that. Yeah. Alright, so I guess I'm just looking for 3 and 4 filler. Alright, what's the filler on 3 and 4? Bloodhoof's not horrible. Okay. 3 can be shield blocks. We've got no 6 drops. Double Shield Maiden. Your Taunt Battlecry. Okay, no. Thorison will make his stuff cheaper for us. So how many Ravage effects do we have? We've got Blood Razor, we've got Ravaging Ghoul. That's it. I might drop 2 of something in order to pick up 2 Whirlwinds. But if I do, that's going to have to be later. Okay. Patron Lich. See how you go against this. Basically, the idea here is to run my opponent out of cards by overwhelming the ever-loving shit out of them. And then just beat on their face. The ultimate goal is they will just be playing the card they top deck every single turn. And... No! Chose the wrong deck. They'll be playing the card they top deck every single turn, and I'll still just be armoring up.
Garrosh versus the Lich King.
Yeah, let's concede, because that was not victory or death. I choose death. I love it immediately. Okay, Patron Lich. I am absolutely sure that some punter is going to take it on themselves to try and do all of the damage before the second phase. I don't think I'm going to be the one to do that. Keep Fiery War Axe, throw the rest back.
Is that your deck? It looks like a plea for help.
Tarlord's good, but I don't want it this early.
Me around.
Frothing Berserk is good, but I don't know when I want it. I kind of want it as a finisher. At least I've got a 2, 3, and a 4. Ooh, and a 5. Oh, fuck yes! Half a board? Baby? There's no card you would play on 3 that you wouldn't have played on 2 that has 3 health, so I guess I may as well kill the ghoul. Is that true? Yeah, it's true. Because, like, the only other thing that we would be playing is on 3 Cold Wraith. Well, that still doesn't change the targeting of my other attack. Thanks, I guess. End of my turn, so it has no effect yet. Yeah, I guess I just generate a minion. FaceTime! I think I actually attack here and then have the Despicable Dreadlord finish you off. Or I could even attack and have the Ravaging Ghoul. I would Ravaging Ghoul first, and then I get a bunch of damage in. I'll shield block because I don't really care about the value of getting the armor. I just want to draw the cards right now. That's no good. Well, see, this is one of the only turns where I can guarantee that the Grim Patron will survive because it's not going to get hit by Frostmourne because Frostmourne has literally only one valid target right now. So I guess by virtue of that, I know what my play is. Okay. Attack. Attack, attack, attack. 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 It can resolve poorly for me, but it can't resolve, like, worst. And Despicable Dreadlord will actually take out 3 of them in the next round. In fact, I can get through this round right now. You're right. You are blowing up. Right now. I could even attack Bloodraiser. If I did that, it would be attack, commanding shout, Bloodraiser. Keep my 3-1 alive. We'll have a 3-3 left over after that, as well as a drawn card. It doesn't put us in a strong enough position on board, though.
Unleash me.
All right.
The dark path
Perfect.
of destiny.
Considerably less good. There's definitely Bloodraiser here. Bloodraiser attack. This goes down to 5. If I commanding shout, I can attack, but then I open myself up to a whatchamacallit, open myself up to a blizzard. Still think it's the best thing to do.
Made to fit.
I should have played that beforehand. Would have got 1 more armor. So that 3-1, that 3-2 attacks because it gets it to spawn another Grim Patron. It didn't need to attack because the 4-1 could have attacked and then just AoE'd the opponent's board. Saronite Chain Gang actually might be the best card my opponent can play for me.
Winter is here, and it's cold.
That's so easy to clear. I'm gonna make room for Frothing Berserker. No, I don't attack like that. No, I still have to. Okay. Now the 1 damage will clear the rest of the board. I don't think I need to generate Tharasan, but it'd just be nice to have another 5/5 on board. I guess I'll actually take the armor alongside. That's going to be more important for me. And it's 132 HP. While it's so easy to get myself new patrons, I'll sack the 1 health ones. Battle Rage is really good. 3 cards. If I attack face, attack, it becomes 5 cards. I lose a 4-1, but I gain a 3-3. Okay.
Your soul is
What do we get now?
Everyone, get in here!
Fireworks. Rampage, really, really good. I won't run Rampage out yet, just because the Frothing Berserker is really likely to get hit
I strike.
with Oblivion soon.
Armor made to fit.
I will equip the Fiery War Axe. I'm gonna have more value than I need. Okay. We're getting very much closer to parity in terms of health. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was worried about that. I'm actually gonna damage my armor smith here. Which was wrong. Overdraws me a card. And that also puts me way closer to fatigue. What am I doing? Excuse me, I'm just being the world's worst player, so don't mind me. I forgot that I don't want to fatigue myself.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Opponent doesn't seem to be on the same page there.
For the Lich King.
Okay, what do we get?
Everyone, get in here!
Necrotic Geist is actually really good for us. See, we can run our opponent out of cards, but we don't really have enough damage to do anything to them right now. We're just whittling away at them. I've accidentally filled my board with very low value minions. Bright side though, soon this hand gonna be cheap as fuck. I do have to play something out this turn, so I may as well put out a Rampage. 3+3. Doesn't really save anything against that. Hey, both of those free up slots where I can put minions that deal more damage.
Kel'Thuzad, you're in the wrong adventure.
Roughly equal on health now. If he does manage to blizzard my board, I get a lot of it back.
And it's cold.
I mistakenly haven't taken much in the way of executes in this deck.
Race for impact.
I'll be the first to admit, that's probably not a clever idea. That said, this is looking a lot like a one-shot. Well, once I started playing the right deck, that is.
Winter is here, and it's cold.
Without the patently ridiculous amount of armor generation we picked up, we wouldn't have come close here, though. Actually gonna sack that one so that I can take more armor.
Race for impact.
If I desperately need more armor, I do have Commanding Shout, Ravaging Ghoul, Bloodbrazer. Five is 15, plus another 5. We have lethal.
Race for impact.
Strike.
And I just did that final one so we would get to watch a billion animations of getting armor near the very end. What, you wanted to gain 100 armor at the very start of the match? Dude, slow your roll. How about you gain about 30 near the end of it?
Only darkness before me.
Yes, it's time to step over. There's a new ruler in town. Uh-huh.
There must always be a Lich King.
Give me the news. What's happening? The one-time war chief of the Horde embraced his newfound power. The frozen victims of his army would rise up to serve until he was master of all he surveyed. It seems they all use the power in very varying ways. What if we left Hunter and Warlock? Yeah, two of my least played classes. Oh, since they're two of my least played classes, they also have the less developed card sets, so those are going to be a little more interesting. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Hearthstone. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.